Yeah, we just started things up. I know it's a little bit late. Y'all like, man, it's almost 8:30. Black people ain't never on time. We apologize for that. No, we looking good. We looking good.
All right.
So, I'm glad Bry's here though. For real. Wanna know why? Because we're gonna talk a little bit about the corona. Well.
What's going on, folks?
We gonna get to that. Everybody call me crazy. Everybody call me a germaphobe. Now the whole damn world's been shut down because y'all niggas wasn't washing your hands. Right, bro? Ain't that what you always said about me? This dude, here you go. You need a little bit of germs, right?
You do.
You always wash your hands. You need some germs.
You need some germs.
Well, these niggas don't know what's the difference
Whoa,
and all the germs.
Whoa, what's up with the N-word, brother?
It's the truth. These niggas don't know the difference between some germs and all the germs.
When they cut you off, you gonna be alright. And they will cut you off.
I'm just saying. But yeah, all jokes aside, hold on. What's going on, folks?
Yes.
Welcome back to the No Hold Thoughts podcast. With your host, I'm Ra.
It's Bri.
And we are doing another coronavirus-free podcast.
Oh my
for y'all. Make sure y'all wash your hands. Make sure y'all stop touching your face. Touching all parts of your body without washing your hands.
Yeah.
And eating. But it's a lot going on. Like we are in a different type of times now. Like, you don't go to work right now, right?
Oh, right now for me? Nope.
Yeah, I'm not at work. You're not at work. My daughter's not in school. My wife's not at work. This is a strange times, and the sports world has stopped because of this, or our regular world has stopped because of this. But let's just talk a little bit about the sports, and it's still sports going on because there's a lot of signings in the NFL. There's news coming out in the NFL and stuff like that.
I wouldn't sign a damn thing at this point in time, man.
Why not?
Because those seats might got corona.
Oh, man. You don't know who you signing or what they bring into the team.
Hey, man, listen, man.
Yeah, so anybody who want to call in and talk to us about anything, just go ahead. But if you didn't see that Sean Payton, the head coach of the New Orleans Saints, he's been said to have contracted corona.
Yeah.
We already talked about Donovan Mitchell. Rudy Gobert. Why everybody trying to scapegoat Rudy Gobert?
What about him?
Everybody blaming him.
Well, because he the one that was cutting up about it. Like,
yeah, he was cutting up about it, but I didn't hear anything about him sneezing or anything like that. They talk about him touching the mics and stuff like that.
Alright, man.
You still know you dirty if you got it from him touching the mics, right? Because that means you was touching something he was touching, and you was fingering your eyeball afterwards, which is your fault.
Listen, they said he was, like recording and stuff. They reported that it was 2 or 3 Lakers or something like that. They didn't say their names, so obviously they wasn't important. We already know that was that.
It wasn't LeBron.
It wasn't LeBron, and it wasn't Anthony Davis. So we already know that. So it was somebody else on the team.
Man,
those guys. Everybody don't get that message. Somebody from the Sixers got it too. Somebody. They said 3 players.
They said 3 people. They never.
Oh yeah. They said 3. They never obviously, they not important because they didn't even mention their names either. So
I think they were like workers or something.
Hey,
man. Boys. So what y'all? For one, what are y'all out there doing to combat the coronavirus? Because don't just sanitize your hands. You need to wash your hands. That's part of the problem. You're not practicing good hygiene habits. Just sanitize your hands is cool, but the whole thing is you need to be washing your hands with soap and water and drying them thoroughly.
Hey, listen, man. Let me tell you something. We all supposed to been doing the same stuff anyway.
Oh, I was already doing it.
I know.
I am not. That's the reason I am not worried about the coronavirus one bit at all.
No, that's true. You was definitely already doing it.
Yeah.
Like, you was washing your hands too much, I would say. If we was on that path, then we'd be fine. No, I'm not a hand washer. I wash my hand need be, so I'm not like you, the type guy that roll up your sleeves and you gotta wash up to your elbows and wash your face and all. No, man. Like you are the true definition when your mom say, "Go upstairs and wash your face and wash your hands so we can eat dinner." Like you that definition.
Oh, Marcus Smart got it too. I didn't know
Marcus
that.
Smart. That was just reported, and he like, I'm fine.
Marcus
I don't
Smart, Donovan Mitchell, Kevin Durant, Christian Woods, Rudy Gobert. Jeez.
It's some football players too. I think Ty Gurley got it too.
Don't do that. For y'all who don't know, in a shocking move, the St. Louis Rams cut Ty Gurley.
Yeah,
so he's
Ty.
free to go anywhere he wants.
Yo, that's
Tampa Bay,
crazy.
baby.
Yeah. Hey, listen, man. Hold on. Let me just pause. I just need somebody that's on Instagram just for a second. I hate y'all on Instagram. I'm just gonna let y'all know that I hate y'all in a good way because y'all stop me anytime that I'm out doing something. Y'all see me. Y'all say, "Oh, how come y'all don't pay attention to the comments?" Look at the Instagram. There's absolutely nobody on there. You do not have a job. I know that because you know why? President Trump been saying it forever. You don't have a job. We know. Well, a lot of y'all. I shouldn't say that. The welfare to work programs. Should I say that? Well, a lot of the women is on welfare to work programs. So y'all might be at work doing nursing, but it's fine. No, no offense, but sorry, but not. But y'all don't tune in. Look at it. I know y'all don't have a job. So that's why we
They have jobs. They're just not at the jobs right now.
Yeah, that. But that's why we focus on people that's with Facebook because they committed. They always hear it. They always show love. They always show support. They share the videos. Instagram, you really can't do that. But you can at somebody. Or you can go to YouTube. No holding thoughts. But back to the coronavirus and the athletes. So, I mean, and what's his name? Bill O'Brien? I think he got the coronavirus.
Why? Because he traded DeAndre Hopkins
Yes,
for nothing?
he did. He traded him for nothing.
For a broke down running back?
Yes. We're not going to say that, Rock, because we don't know. He might, you know, he might bring something to the table. No, he's broke down. We've been waiting on him for about the last 2-3 years, and he haven't done anything. He done. Now, if he give him something, it's different if you give something based off of what you already had. We knew what Hopkins was bringing every single day. We knew what Hopkins was bringing. Who that?
I don't know. I can't see from here.
Oh, that's why you like if you got the what it's called Instagram, so you can be able to see some people. So you'll be able to at least make a comment because I want to be able to see who they are.
Yeah, but like we said, y'all ain't got nothing else but to do. Call in, just talk trash to us. We don't care.
Yeah, talk about me. You know, I'm used to hearing that anyway. But so the coronavirus pretty much it's nothing on TV. There's absolutely nothing on TV. I was up like just bored. Like I can't even watch any sports.
You really can't.
Like it felt. Life is over at this point. Like no sports.
I don't know about all that.
I mean, it was nothing to do. Absolutely nothing to do. Couldn't go to. There you go. You couldn't go to who that?
It's me and you. What you mean who that?
Yeah. Well, that person's still on. But you couldn't go to like the movies. All you could do. Well, let's just make fun going to the market. That's all we can do.
That's the only thing open is the market and all essential businesses. My job called me in and was like, yeah, you ain't got to come in tonight. This was on Monday at around like 3 p.m. Like, yeah, you ain't got to worry about coming in tonight. And we closed until at least the 27th. I said, damn. I wanted to ask him, well, since I'm salaried, technically, don't y'all sell me a check on Friday? But, we just hung up. But now that I think about it, I mean, I think they still owe me, if you ask me.
Well, I don't want you to be disappointed. On Friday, when Friday come around, they gonna say, well, see what happened was the salary is salary when business is open at least.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When the government, I don't know what was in the contract, but you know, if they don't open, that means they don't make any money.
That's why I wasn't upset about, business was slowing down. I was like, I don't care if it slowed down, they still owe me my money. I'm gonna need that.
You crazy.
I'm just saying, they still owe me. But once they shut down, I'm like, yeah, that's not gonna work.
Yeah.
That doesn't help at all.
Yeah, you start looking like everything slows down.
So tell me what out there, people. Somebody call in. What are y'all doing to cure y'all boredom during this coronavirus epidemic? What are y'all doing out there?
I wish I could see some names so I could talk about people. I could talk about people.
Let me go to my sports chat. I had to mute them earlier because they were doing too much. But let me go to them now. See what they up to.
I want to know who that is up there. I can't see y'all. Shout out to Instagram. I like y'all, but don't like y'all. Just to throw that out there. Y'all don't have any jobs, but for some reason, some odd reason, y'all never jumping on. But if we had them blue checks, y'all be on. We had them blue checks on Instagram, they be jumping on. Because truthfully, outside of fame, we do the same thing most people do on Instagram anyway. So I don't understand it, but I guess it's not for me to understand. That's why social media I really don't like. I really don't.
Yeah, it says 3 members of the 76ers organization. So you know what that means. That means it was a towel boy, somebody that works in the front office, something like that. It wasn't Joel Embiid or Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
That's definitely who it wasn't.
Yeah,
because that'd have been doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. When it's one of them, they get one of those.
Oh yeah, definitely, for sure. Because you talking about 150 million.
Oh, we had a missed call? I didn't even hear it.
Oh man, who we gonna talk about?
Hey, my bad. Yo, whoever that was, go ahead and call back.
Yeah. Call them back. No, we gonna call them back. Let's talk about them. It's like, no. They gonna probably talk about us because we done gave them the opportunity to talk about us. So now they gonna come in talking about I shouldn't be out here. We shouldn't be doing this show because of the corona. Because they already said what's that, Saturday at 8 o'clock, everything is shut down besides the hospitals and food. And the only way you go get food if it's an absolutely emergency. You can't come out at all.
Oh, they said this on Saturday?
Well, they saying it today for Saturday.
No, I'm saying that's what they said.
Yep.
Who reported this? I didn't see that.
I gotta find the thing. It's on my phone. It's like one of those NBC things, CNN. I don't know. Like one of those links come to my phone, but I don't care. Cause guess what? I'm going outside. I don't care. I gotta go outside. What? Hey. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. This guy. We need you. We gotta take you to IT school, man.
Nah, I was just because I had to turn it up so I wouldn't miss if somebody else called because I missed the first call.
So
we only got 3 people online. Y'all ain't got nothing else better to do. Y'all might as well call in.
Just keep in mind. We know the 3 people. Me, you, and my wife. That's it.
So we just talking to each other.
That's it. We just talk. We could have got on 3-way for this, bro.
You could have just called me from the
I done worked this gas and come over here.
All because
they gonna file. They gonna file. Let's say, yo, what's up, y'all?
Hey, what's going on to the other 2 people?
It's 4 now. They see them got right out of there. No, I'm sorry. Let's see what they might got the corona. So you gotta be careful. Don't play around with it.
Hey, what's going on? You on live with No Home Thoughts?
He ain't. Hold on. Cause he just the worst IT guy in the world.
Sorry about that. Hold on, we connected now.
Mm-hmm.
You hear us? Yes. Hello?
Hello, I think so. Yes, this is Kalisa here.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
But actually, maybe I should just say my name is Wiz, W-I-Z.
What's up,
Maybe
Wiz?
that's how you know me.
Yeah, I know you. I know what
What's
it is. What's up, Wiz? Thank you for calling in.
Oh, okay.
We just killing time
No
right about
problem.
now.
What's up?
Not much. Like whatever you want to talk about, go ahead. If it's sports.
Hold on, Wiz.
Whatever you-
Hold on, Wiz.
Oh, but I'm bored. Is that
Hold on, Wiz. Hold on. Do you have a job? That's
Yeah, she got a job.
no.
NFL been crazy with these trades. That's
Oh.
about it.
So how do you feel about how?
I was
okay.
probably one of the ones that was about who?
No, go ahead. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. Whatever you want
I
to talk
was
about.
mad about the Malcolm Jenkins shit. I was, but you know,
But
it seems like they making moves. I'm hearing that they try to trade Zach Ertz for Julio Jones, which I don't agree with at all.
well, wait a minute now. wait.
You said
Hey,
Julio.
Wiz.
Because
Hey, Wiz.
we can, no, listen, hear me out.
I'm gonna hear you out.
We can at least a wide receiver.
No, but
We already
tough.
got Deshaun
He
Jackson
tough.
and we already got Greg Ward. Okay, yeah, we do need another receiver, but you going to trade one of the top 5 tight ends in the league? No.
He might be number
He
one.
touched everything.
No. I'm sorry.
Receiver.
Number 3. Number 3. I would say Zach Ertz number 3. Number 3.
Hey, Wiz.
He's top 5 though, right?
Definitely.
Hey, Wiz. If you won't stop that right now,
Yeah.
Wiz.
Zach Ertz is out of there.
Did you see that receiving core last year?
I don't agree.
Did you see that receiving core last year?
The what?
I said, did you see that receiving core last year?
I can't hear you.
Hey, I said, did you see those receivers out there last year? How bad they were.
Yeah, I did.
So
Okay.
you
I
would
understand that.
you would-
But he
you-
still was catching shit with 2-3 people on him.
you wouldn't
And
trade
if you talk,
Zach Ertz when we had Dallas Goddard. You wouldn't trade Zach Ertz like if we get Julio Jones, that
Dallas
improves our
Goedert,
receiving core.
he's good, but okay, this is what I mean. Dallas Goedert is good. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
He's not Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz is probably the best tight end that we had besides Brent Sellers.
I would
I
say
think that
he's the best tight end in
I
Eagles
think he
history.
is better. I love Brent Sellers, but I think he is
Hell
better
yeah.
than Brent Sellers.
Yeah, I was.
He catches everything. Like you can't even when he hurt, he catches everything. My thing is people going to double team.
Hold on, let me ask you a question real quick. Let me ask you a question real quick. Is Zach Ertz a better tight end than Julio as a receiver?
Oh, that's a good question.
Okay.
Come on, Wiz.
It depends on how you look at
Is
that.
Zach Ertz a better receiver than Julio is a wide? Is Zach Ertz a better tight end than Julio is a receiver?
Hell no.
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 They both can catch, but my thing.
They both can
my
catch.
thing. I can't really answer that because they both can catch.
No. You don't want to answer
My
that.
thing is,
Whoa.
I'm gonna go with Zach Ertz.
What?
You're lying. You don't believe that
Julio
yourself.
is-
Don't get me wrong. He's good. He is great. He's all that. But you really would pass on the top 5 tight ends for a wide receiver. We can pick up anybody that can catch. It ain't hard to replace Bummer Aguilar and Alshon Jeffrey. We already got Deshaun Jackson.
Listen to what you're saying. You're going to go from Alshon Jeffrey and Nelson Aguilar to
To me and
Julio
you.
Jones.
To me and you.
Hell no.
Julio
Did you
Jones.
not hear what I said? Did you not hear what I said? Do you really think I compare bum-ass Aguilar to Julio Jones?
All right, well,
Did you not hear what I said?
okay, do this for me.
I said it's not hard to pick up any receiver that can replace bum-ass Nelson Aguilar.
Okay, I'm trying out for
and
Eagles.
Alshon Jeffrey.
Okay, but all right, let me ask you another question.
It's not hard. It's hard to fill in that tight end position because there's not that many out there. Do you get what I'm saying?
No, I agree with you, but do you think there's a bigger drop off from Zach Ertz to Dallas Goedert or from Julio Jones to the Eagles' second best receiver?
that one more time.
What's a bigger drop off? Julio Jones to the Eagles' best receiver, or Zach Ertz to Dallas Goedert? What's a bigger drop off? Like, who do you feel?
The bigger.
Yeah, the bigger drop off.
Who do I know? Explain it. Who do I feel what?
All right, basically, so does the production that Dallas Goedert brings to the table, does it replace what Zach Ertz is more than?
No.
Hold on. More than Julio Jones and the Eagles' best receiver?
Okay, so you're basically saying, all right. So you're basically saying, what I'm getting from it, if Dallas Goedert fills in for Zach Ertz, is it better than Julio Jones filling in for one of our receivers?
Yes.
Duh! Like, of course, Julio Jones.
That's it. That's all you got to worry about.
I make the trick.
That's all you have to worry about.
Do y'all get where I'm coming from?
No, I get where you're coming from. But one thing I understand where Rod coming from. I'm not an Eagle fan by far, but when you got Dallas, when you have that tight end, he's decent. Like he is, and obviously
he's not Zach Ertz. We'll say that
he's not Zach Ertz.
Cool.
But Zach Ertz had more value to bring you more to your team. He have more to bring to your team. You can't just trade Dallas and expect a good receiver on the back end. No. You get rid of Zach Ertz because one, he a little older. He due for some money. And you're going to get you a Julio Jones, which demands a double team. And the boy Dallas now might get off even more because now you got to keep that person over the top. Zach Ertz, see you. And keep in mind, I just read a report.
I feel what y'all saying though.
I read a report today. He just turned down a huge deal last year.
Who?
Zach Ertz.
Hold on, because I just read.
No, what?
Zach Ertz turned down the big money.
Hold on. I just read today that's the whole Julio thing. That's over with now. He was just passed up on it. Now they supposedly trying to go after Odell Beckham, but I don't know how true that is.
I don't want to go Odell Beckham.
That's 20 billion.
I don't want Odell Beckham. I don't want his attitude.
The problems.
I don't want his attitude. I do not want Odell's attitude. I love Odell as a player, but I don't want his attitude on the scene when you're trying to win. When you just had a locker room problem with they didn't say it was Alshon, but we know it was Alshon having a problem with the quarterback.
That's why I say I used to joke around during the season when we were horrible and was like, "Yo, I'll take AB at this point." I don't want no mother as an AB.
Yeah, I want no issues. I want no issues.
Yeah, we seen that when the TO came.
I was like, damn, I'll take anybody. But I do understand what y'all saying, but he's top 5 tight end. There's not that many out there. Like, I would give up all to keep Zach Ertz and Julio on the same team. I would give up damn near half the draft.
No. You can't do that.
Because we already, because I was upset about the whole Malcolm Jenkins thing. I felt like as though they should have paid him. But they ended up picking up somebody else. It's good that the Bulls play.
Oh, okay.
And then they trying to get the other boy, Yannick, I don't know his last name.
Ngakwe. So, here's the thing.
They making moves on defense.
Yes, they didn't re-sign Malcolm Jenkins because obviously they wanted to pay Byron Jones.
He's 31, right?
Yeah, they wanted Byron Jones.
31.
He decided to go to Miami, but they ended up getting Darius Slay.
That was a great move.
So you move Jalen Mills to his natural position of safety because he's slow as hell. So you put him at safety.
Oh God,
So Malcolm Jenkins, you can't pay everybody. That's the biggest thing. As you saw by the move that St. Louis made by cutting Todd Gurley, you can't pay everybody. So you got to make somebody's going to some cap casualties. What?
They didn't cut Todd Gurley because they couldn't pay him.
No, they cut Todd Gurley partly because they couldn't pay him. Partly because they couldn't pay him. The other part of it is because he got 90-year-old knees.
And he is trash.
Todd Gurley scored 12 touchdowns this year. Or was it 12 or 14?
I don't care.
Yeah, no, you care.
When they gave him that money,
you care. No, you care. Because touchdowns is hard to come by. Sorry, go ahead.
I had another question. So we only got $43 million cap space, right?
Right.
We just gave the Bulls $50 million. So how much would they be giving freaking Julio Jones?
The rest, they can give him the rest of it.
We just spent $50 million on Slay. So what other money do we have?
Slay is a
if you
shut
ask
up.
me, the Eagles are cheap as hell.
I mean, there's a salary cap. You got to abide by the salary rules. You just gave Wentz his contract. The biggest problem is the fact that Howie guaranteed Alshon Jeffrey's contract. So if you trade him, you're gonna have some dead money. And because what is he like? He's a double digit cap number. I can't think of what it is right
Oh,
now.
I don't know.
Yeah, so that's part of the problem right there. And because Brandon Graham is still on this team because you could not draft defensive linemen. Because if you could have cut Brandon
Say
Graham.
that again, Brandon Graham, what?
Brandon Graham is still on this team because you couldn't draft defensive linemen. Like, the only good defensive lineman on the team is Fletcher. And he got a huge contract.
Yeah.
He plays up to that contract.
He has his games. But if Derek Barnett was what he's supposed to be, Brandon Graham wouldn't be on the team. You wouldn't need him.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
Brandon
So
Graham.
my thing is,
Brandon Graham wouldn't be on the
with
team.
Deshaun, y'all would still go after a top
Yes,
receiver.
yes,
Because
yes.
we have Deshaun. When Deshaun is not hurt, that's the only thing that worries me is if he gets hurt. He be snapping. He still got it.
Well, two things you just said about
Would you not want to spend that
He hurt
about
every
to say,
single year.
two things you just said. Deshaun Jackson is always hurt, number one.
And that's it.
And number two, the biggest problem with the Eagles last year was the fact that when Deshaun Jackson went out, they didn't have a receiver that can get separation. You're allowed to have more than one deep threat.
At all.
You're allowed to have more than one deep threat. That's the problem. They had one guy that could stretch the field. Once he was out, they had nothing. Then you had to rely on the Greg Ward. I like Greg Ward, but you should not be going to the practice squad to get your.
They should have played him.
Hold up. They went to the Super Bowl with who?
Alshon Jeffrey, Zach Ertz,
And
Aguilar.
Aguilar was balling, and who was the other receiver? What's that guy name? Smith.
Aguilar.
Oh, Torrey Smith. Yeah,
Torrey Smith. So
Yeah.
you really, you know what I mean? Like Deshaun Jackson, like you don't need the home run hitter.
You do.
I think. Well, you do, but
You do.
Doug Peterson got it done.
You do. That was a magical year. You can't. That is not the formula to win. That is not the formula to win.
Okay.
Mediocre players is not the formula to win. They caught lightning in the bottle, and you gotta appreciate that. But you don't keep on trotting out not trash. You don't keep on trotting out less than the best if you think you're gonna win. Because no matter what, Tampa Bay just got better. Whether you like it or not. Dallas ain't going nowhere.
Whoa.
Hold on, let me finish.
Okay.
Dallas ain't going nowhere.
Dallas what? Cowboys?
Yes.
Or Dallas got?
Dallas Cowboys. They still have
They're
talent.
not going nowhere.
They still
Do I
can't.
smell a Cowboys fan?
Yes,
I'm
you're
not-
definitely a Cowboy fan.
Oh, I'm not a Cowboys fan. Don't get it twisted.
Definitely a Cowboys
Wait, don't
fan.
do that. You talking about me?
Hold up.
No.
No. I'm a Cowboy fan.
I heard somebody else talking about, whoa.
That was
that's
him.
me.
That wasn't me, Wiz. That was him.
They not going nowhere.
Yeah, y'all-
No, they're not going anywhere. As in they're still here. They're still around.
okay.
Yeah, look at him. He got a pocket. Go ahead.
I've got a question. How are you a Dallas fan and you are a Philadelphia native? That shit just will
Watch
never
this.
sit with me. How do you hate the Eagles and you love the Dallas Cowboys? I'm just
Who your favorite rapper or singer?
Who's my what?
Who your favorite rapper or singer?
Why are we changing the subject? But my favorite rapper is Young Jeezy.
Is Jeezy from Philadelphia?
That's not, no, excuse me. I support my Philly natives, you know.
The point that I'm making is simply, it's only entertainment. You can like whoever you want to like. If you can like somebody musically, why can't I like somebody on a sports level? It's the same thing.
But you hate on the Eagles, though.
No, I don't hate on the Eagles. And you know
hate
that.
on the Eagles.
No, between me and you, I hate.
I don't hate on the Eagles though. My thing is, I like James Harden, and I like Nikolai Jokic. That don't mean when they play the Sixers, I'm gonna cheer for them. As much as I can't stand the Sixers, I always cheer for the home team. I like what is his name? Shit.
I mean, when it comes,
Okay, for instance, I'm gonna say y'all like Ezekiel Elliott. I like him. He's a good player. I'll cheer for him for another team, but I'm not gonna go against the home team rival. Like, come on.
Unless he's on my fantasy team, then I'm cheering for him to
Just
get what
like
I
I
need.
cheer for anybody in the Super Bowl that went up against Tom Brady. I'm just being honest.
no,
Like,
but the point that I'm making is a lot of people, like I always hear people say, well, you never traveled to Dallas, or you never did anything with the. It's only entertainment. If the Cowboys lose to the Eagles, guess what? I don't give a flying, and you know the rest.
say that again.
I don't care if the Cowboys lose to the Eagles. I mean, for the sake of argument, all you gotta do is ask my wife. when it happened, I'd be like, Dad, the Cowboys lost. But I don't be care. Like, when I'm saying this, like, I'm not gonna break a TV. I'm not gonna kick a hole in my door.
No, that's extreme though.
But I'm just saying, you know, there's fans out there like that. Because at the end of the day, it's just about the sportsmanship. I call you up, hey, ha ha ha, we won. You call me up, ha ha ha, we won. But at the end of the day, it stays right there. Like, that's it. I mean, I don't get when people be trying to do the whole.
But what made you a Cowboys fan? I don't understand it.
Because the Cowboys was better than the Cowboys was the only team that was better than the 49ers at the time. And my brother was a huge 49ers fan. If the Eagles was better than the 49ers, I probably would have been an Eagles fan. But at the time, in the early 90s, they sucked. They
Not the early 90s.
No, like the mid 90s,
Yeah.
like 90, what was that, 94, 95, Eagles sucked. It was only Cowboys, 49ers. Cowboys, 49ers. So, he liked the 49ers. So who else I'm gonna like? The Cowboys.
What about now?
What? Who I
You
like?
said it's just entertainment. How are you entertained?
I love football, man.
How are you entertained by the Cowboys then? yeah, let's get to it.
Oh, man.
Let's get to it. How are you entertained?
That's a fact.
How are you entertained now?
I don't know, man. That's a great question. I'm not entertained.
That is bothering me so much.
Yeah, that little.
Yeah, the little echo. Sorry. Yeah.
But I'm not entertained. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not entertained. The Cowboys suck. But it's a weak NFC East, so anything can happen.
No, we getting stronger though, bro.
No, it's definitely getting stronger. You see the Giants signed the tackle ball from the Cowboys, Fleming. I said, damn it. Then Washington, obviously, they make dumb moves every year, but
This is not.
no, but they just a hit or miss with them. The Eagles, obviously, there's always something going on with the Eagles, and the Cowboys. I mean, I don't know, man. They said we about to sign Clay Matthews.
So what are you doing to combat your boredom while you out of work? What are you out of work, or your job still going?
Yes, I'm out of work.
Okay, what are you doing to combat your boredom while you out of work?
Homework.
Talking to us.
What else? I'm really bored. I just watch movies.
Have you been going out, or have you been staying in the house?
I like gangster shit, so I'll be on Tubi watching like the low budget black cinema gangster movies. I be doing shit like that.
Hold on, listen.
That's basically what I do.
I'm about to tell you what you need to do. Go on YouTube. Listen, this is a great tip. Go on YouTube and listen to No Hope Thoughts. I guarantee you're gonna get you some laughs.
Can you send that in the chat?
Huh?
Got you. I got you.
What'd you say?
She said send it into the chat. I got you.
Okay, send it to. But you know what? You know what I want you to do? Go to the first video that we made when we had no equipment.
Yo.
They see
They
see all these lights and all these cameras.
Can I just tell y'all something real quick?
Uh-huh.
Breaking. Dallas starting quarterback Dak Prescott tested positive for being fucking garbage.
Oh, see, I thought she had something. Why you gotta come at my man quarterback?
I just seen
He had a
it,
better
yo.
year than the Eagles quarterback, didn't he? Did he have a better year than Carson Wentz?
Nah, because he didn't make it to the playoffs.
That's a fact. Nothing to say. Nothing to say.
There we go.
That's all you gotta say. He didn't make it to the playoffs.
And while we got you on, Wiz, we gotta make a pitch to you. I know you a busy young lady and all that, but we need a female's point of view when we do some of these topics.
You need a female what?
Point of view when we do some of these topics. It's just an FYI, just
Sure.
throw it out there to you. You know, you can call us out on some of our BS, especially Brian. He always talking trash about women, so we need somebody to set him straight.
Sure.
Yeah, so go, like he said, go on YouTube, look at some of our topics. Damn.
Just don't worry about it.
Go on to some of our topics, and whenever you want, you can give us a call back, and you can challenge us on anything.
Okay. I sure will.
All right, thanks. Thanks for calling in.
No problem.
All right.
B said the Cowboys gonna make the playoffs. But I think B
Yeah,
said
because Jerry Jones called the commissioner, was like, "Yo, we need some more playoff spots." So yeah,
because we probably made the playoffs last year, but I mean I like that in a sense, you know what I mean? Because that give a full 3 round, like 3 games, and give 3 games in the first round. You don't like that?
nah.
Oh man,
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
it's about more.
It's about money.
Yeah, definitely.
It's about money.
Definitely.
The NFL is so damn greedy.
Yeah.
Gluttony is a sin.
Because all that means is another game is on TV.
That's it. NFL is so. Yo,
It's 4 games. That's
Mark
it.
Cuban was right. The NFL is a fat cat that's just gonna keep on feeding itself until its stomach bursts. The NFL is greedy as hell, man. God
That's
damn.
a fact. Like the NBA really don't change much.
Nah.
NFL is trying to change things to make more money. That's a fact. That
All
is
right.
a fact.
Welcome to Monday Night Football. Oh, Monday ain't enough. Welcome to Thursday Night Football. Thursday ain't enough.
They do
We go-
Saturday. I seen a couple times they did Tuesday.
Yeah.
Like NFL is something, man.
Greedy.
NFL is something.
Greedy.
And then at one time it was just one Monday night game. Now it's double
Yes, the NFL is greedy as hell.
Yo, they is something, man. Like they don't stop, man. It's just always something. One game added to the season. So now, instead of being,
Hold on. After they talked about safety of the players, they gonna add another game.
add a game.
How is that helping?
That shouldn't even been on the table. I mean, the guys is already just running into each other. You know what I mean? That's just dangerous enough. And granted, I know what they signed up for. They know what they signed up for. But
Especially when you get paid the king's ransom for it.
do they get an extra bye? Like, do they get an extra break?
The preseason. Don't play in the preseason. That's your bye.
Damn!
Don't play in the
Gotta
preseason.
come to OTAs. Some of them. Then you gotta play the preseason game to get the plays back running and all that. Then in a regular season, you gotta play, of course. Then you got if you don't, you better not make the playoffs and make a run at the playoffs. And guess what?
If you imagine this, imagine you play the 17-game season, you the extra wild card, so you gotta play in the extra wild card game.
Oh my God.
Then you gotta play in the divisional round. Then you gotta play in the conference championship. Then you gotta play in the Super Bowl. So you have played 21 games plus whatever preseason games.
That's a lot, man. That's a lot.
Especially if you're a running back. Running back's value have dropped immensely. That's why Melvin Gordon didn't get signed on the first day of free agency. That's why Todd Gurley at 20. You know Todd Gurley's 25 years old?
Say that again?
Todd Gurley's 25 years old.
No, he can't be.
Todd Gurley's 25.
No, seriously, Todd Gurley.
Todd Gurley.
No, seriously. Forget the live. Like Todd Gurley is 25 years old.
Todd Gurley's 25 years old. Matter of fact, the stats is still up here.
And if Todd Gurley is 25 years old, it's a tragedy. That is crazy. If he is 25 years old That is crazy.
Born in 1994. He'll be 26 August 3rd.
That's great.
Todd Gurley.
Still-
Could you imagine Emmitt Smith being cut at 26 years old?
Can't happen.
That's how.
It can't- it's not possible.
That's the stage of where running backs are at
That's
now.
crazy.
Todd Gurley's 25 years old, and Melvin Gordon's a free agent as well. Two of the top 10 running backs in
And
the
it
game.
came out. No. Hold on. Let me calm down. Who came in that Melvin Gordon year?
I don't remember.
There was another running back.
I know Melvin Gordon.
It was
came from
Melvin
Wisconsin,
Gordon.
and I think he broke the rushing record.
It was Melvin Gordon and somebody else that came out that same year. It was another running back. He was good too. I don't remember. Oh my God, Melvin Gordon got a team though, right? Or he a free agent?
He a free agent
Why is he still a free agent?
because he's a running back.
That's bananas. That is bananas. Listen.
It says Melvin Gordon just turned 26. No. He about to turn 27. His birthday is April 13th.
Okay. Yeah, right around the corner. But that's still young. 27 years old? 27 years old as a running back? And he really didn't even do anything yet. Like, let's be honest. Melvin Gordon haven't really done anything yet.
They came out the same year. Todd Gurley was number 10. Melvin Gordon was number 15.
Who was in the beginning? Was that?
The first running back taken
Yeah.
was Todd Gurley.
Oh, okay. All right, so that was that year, the two running backs. Because at that time, I definitely wanted the Cowboys to draft Todd Gurley. I remember that year. I was like, come on, let's move up to get Todd Gurley. Because everybody was like devaluing him because of his knee. He had bad knees. Well, and it's coming back to haunt him now.
Big time.
Yeah, but he got his money. I mean, it probably, and I knew it wasn't going to last, but the Rams messed up the market because now, by giving him $15 million, Zeke said, listen, I need at least $16 million. I need to be the highest paid running back. But Zeke is still playing good.
And he deserved it.
Which he did, but why would they go ahead and make the value so high for running backs? Because now...
You see what Todd Gurley was doing when they gave him the contract, though.
I know.
you gotta remember that. Todd Gurley was balling.
He was balling. Todd Gurley was everything. But
And
he
still scored 12 touchdowns last year. And don't tell me that don't mean nothing. Dog, that's a lot.
Lindell White had 3 touchdowns.
Oh, here we go. Don't ever.
Hold on.
Ever do no.
Hold on. Lindell White had 3 carries, 3 touchdowns for 2 yards. You can look that up. 3 carries for 2 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Todd Gurley, 10 touchdowns his first year, 6 his second year, 19 his third year, then 21, and then just 14. Come on, man.
I know Todd Gurley.
That's a lot of touchdowns.
That's
man.
a lot.
That's a lot of touchdowns.
But you know what? In that playoff run, when they beat the Cowboys, it was something not right.
Yeah.
It was definitely something not right. I don't know if it was more mentally or if it was like a physical thing, but he's not running like the Todd Gurley that was dominant. You know what I mean? Like he was not running like that Todd Gurley. I don't know what it was. Last year it was terrible. Like, I mean, he did, fairly well, but at the same time, I'm not scared of Todd Gurley. I'm not scared of him at all.
He still finds Peter. That's a skill in itself. Like you said, you don't like what's my man name that played for the Seahawks? You don't like him, but he is a touchdown scorer. Sean Alexander.
Oh my God, man.
You do not like Sean Alexander.
I mean,
but there's certain people in NFL history
That's true.
that find pay
way.
They score touchdowns, and Sean Alexander was one of them.
Sean Alexander was so regular. It's like I don't know how he did it. Like he never outran nobody. He never powered nobody. He never shook nobody. But at the end of the year, 30 touchdowns. He's just like, how did he do it? He's just trying to figure it out. Like,
Don't that deserve respect in itself?
yeah, in a sense, but I don't have to like you. I mean, Sean Alexander, I don't.
First year, 2 touchdowns, okay. Second year, 14, then 16, then 14, then 16, then 27.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want that man to do?
Yeah, I just don't like him. Like, I don't know. Like, maybe he just was too regular for me. Like, when you see Todd Gurley.
And then he fell off a cliff after that, yes.
When you see Todd Gurley, you like, he can bury you, he can shake you, he can catch, he can burn you in the receiving game. Same thing was with David Johnson.
He retired at 31.
I mean, running backs don't have long shelf.
Pretty much 30, because he didn't do much in Washington that year he went. He retired at 30, just like Clinton Portis. Clinton Portis should be a Hall of Famer.
That was the year that they had every running back that couldn't play. Like, well, they had Larry Johnson, Quinn Portis, Sean Alexander. It was a year that they had every running back that couldn't play anymore.
He shouldn't have been shot at that point.
Quinn Portis, I think, still had it. It's just that he didn't have any speed. He put on weight.
Clinton Portis had nothing but speed coming out.
I mean, coming out, but once he went to Washington, he got bigger. I mean, he ended up being like 230, and he was a bruiser at that point. That cutback was crazy.
I think Clinton Portis should have been a Hall of Famer.
His career got cut short, man.
Yeah. Joe
You know what I mean?
Gibbs did that to him.
Who?
Joe Gibbs. What was that Power O he tried to install when you have a cutback runner? Clinton Portis should have just took his contract and stayed in Washington with Mike Shanahan.
I mean, Denver. You mean Denver?
In Denver.
Yeah.
Mike Shanahan.
And his first year, he had like 13 or 1,400.
15. His first year, he had 15 his first 2 years, and I think he averaged 5.5 yards a carry, if I'm not mistaken.
What's that called? That zone blocking scheme? Oh my God.
There we go. Yeah, he averaged 5.5 yards a carry his first 2 years.
He was explosive.
1,500 yards and 15 touchdowns his first year. 1,500 yards, almost 1,600 yards, and 14 touchdowns the second year. 5.5 yards a carry both years.
And once he went to Washington,
it all went down here.
It went
Matter of
down.
fact, his first year at Washington, I think he averaged under 3 yards a carry. Let's see.
Joe Gibbs come from old school, baby.
3.8 yards a carry. His first year. He never touched 5 yards a carry again in his career.
That's. I mean, that's why Joe Gibbs don't have a job. You know what I mean? That is part of the reason. And you know, Dan Snyder is a terrible owner. He might be worse than Jerry Jones.
Oh, he definitely worse than Jerry Jones.
Man, this guy just feel like that if I sign one big free agent a year, that's all we need. And you know what? It might be good money-wise, like meaning it fill up the seats, but they suck every year. I mean, some of the moves that they make, everybody scratch. Remember when they signed Albert Hainsworth? Everybody was like, what a great move.
$100 million?
$100 million. He was the first D tackle or something like that to get $100 million. Everybody was just sitting up there like, wait.
What else they gonna do?
Who the quarterback? Like who's gonna? And he eventually got cut. They was trash.
I remember that game versus the Eagles when he laid on the ground.
Or I remember the game against the Cowboys when he stepped on Andre Garrard.
Yeah, Andre Garrard.
He stepped on his face and made him get like some stitches across his forehead.
Yeah.
I mean, Washington is terrible. Washington is terrible starting with the owner. It seemed like he just get one big free agent, and it just seemed like they never had cap issues.
Ruined Wichko's career.
Which one?
The Heisman quarterback. He had back up for the Ravens now. RG3.
Yeah.
Ruined his career.
Thanks, Shanahan. Mike Shanahan destroyed his career because the man had torn ACL, and he said, "Oh, don't worry about that. Just put an ace bandage on it. You can still play. Do it for us. We need to." And his career have not been the same. RG3 was a dominant player.
He was Lamar
dominant.
Jackson.
Huh?
He was Lamar Jackson.
but with a better arm.
Before Lamar Jackson.
He was with a better arm. With a better arm.
More accuracy, you mean? Or
Yeah,
something better arm?
You just,
More accuracy. I would say more. Yeah, definitely coming out of college.
He was a real threat throwing the ball.
Yeah, he was.
Lamar Jackson can make the throw. Lamar Jackson is a problem. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you.
What you want to say? Your running back? Is that what you're trying to say?
Lamar Jackson's a problem all the way around because he will make that throw. And it's that throw that you wouldn't think that he would throw. He'll scramble, shake you, bake you, and then he'll throw like a 12-yarder that's a touchdown after he done scrambled for 12 seconds. That breaks your back, man.
Yeah.
That break your back, man. When you chasing a person for that long.
That's disheartening.
Can you just imagine? Remember them years when Donovan that year when Donovan was playing the Cowboys
early in his career.
and he shook. How long was it? Like 18 seconds?
The 18 seconds. Yeah, it was 18
It
seconds.
was 18 seconds. He's shaking, baking,
Well, no, that
and
was
then
early.
threw the ball to.
It was
either Gary Lewis or
Gary Lewis. I think it was Gary Lewis. I mean, not Gary Lewis. It was
Greg Lewis.
Greg Lewis.
And then he hit the pass. It was Greg Lewis. I said, oh my God. When you're chasing a person for 18, in football, that's a lifetime.
That is forever.
You don't get
That is
3
forever.
seconds.
That is
Let alone
forever.
18. Just think about it. 3 seconds.
Hold your breath for 18 seconds.
Yeah.
See how you feel.
He ran for 18 seconds. And
Don't hold your breath.
yeah, don't do that. And because I almost did it too. and he hit the guy deep. I was like, oh my God. Man, you've been chasing him all this time. I said I would have had to hit him with a late hit or something. I would have had to. It would have been justified. How can I go back to the sideline and say, Coach, I'm sorry. No. I would have came down with a flying knee or a flying elbow. I don't play that. I mean, anybody that knows me, we get physical. I ain't going for that. I mean, you get a catch like that, crucial in the game, you getting a knee in the ribs, elbow to the forehead. Oh yeah, I couldn't play in the NFL today.
Nope.
I'm just letting you know.
Nope, Vontaze, you could not.
That, oh.
No, you could not, Vontaze.
Yes, I'm definitely him. I'm definitely him. That little catch that Santana, what's his name?
Year.
Huh?
They suspect, like, that was
That's crazy.
They gave him a year.
That's for him playing football. Oh, you should. That might be beast.
I answered. Hello? I answered the phone. You saw me answer.
Yeah. Might be beast. Somebody's scared to get in a lion's den. Who that scared to get in a lion's den?
I don't know. But let's see.
Yeah.
Think. Yeah,
Got
so
it.
they call back.
Why don't you just call that number?
Yeah. So, get back into it.
What I was saying.
About being Vontaze Burfict and being a dirty player.
No, I mean, being suspended is one thing. I'm cool with being suspended.
They gave him an indefinite suspension.
But to talk about a whole year for giving out a hit, man, this league is too soft. I'm sorry, man. He might need to go to another league. Like, he just...
here you go.
Because, I mean, the ball hit.
Well,
The hits be... Like, if he was around in, like...
the 80s.
Yeah, they would have loved him.
He'd have been on the Raiders.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, he was on the Raiders, but he'd have been part of that,
He knocked heads off for
Yeah.
real. Like, I'm not even... Like, that's not even trying to be funny. He knocked heads off. Antonio Brown came across that middle.
Well, he got his head knocked off by Juju. Juju got him back for Antonio Brown.
He came across that middle. He went straight. He sat up and went to sleep. He tried to get up. Yo, he hit the ball. He said, I'm gonna let you catch the ball. You're faster than me. You got more talent than me. But guess what? As long as I play, as long as you're in front of me. He went straight to sleep. Good night. Hey man, you feel like we was on here that long.
Yeah, it didn't feel like that. So we're gonna even though y'all not gonna answer us, we're gonna leave it up to y'all. What y'all want to talk about next time we do a podcast?
Yeah, put it on the comments. Because you know why? Because at the end of the show, people not listening. So that's why they don't come up with a topic. You frauds, fakes.
There you go. There you go. He can't help himself. What's the next topic for the show, y'all? We gonna talk about whatever y'all want to talk about.